Welcome back to Your Hour. Joining us now is Hillary Zwetzig, whom we haven't seen for a few weeks. She's with MHA, Mental Health America, South Central Kansas, Director of Education and Outreach.
Correct.
Okay.
That is me.
So you wanted to talk a little bit about May being Mental Health Awareness Month?
Correct. We were just discussing some people like to plan ahead. And so I thought, well, I'll give you a little prelude of what's going to happen, because it's a huge month for us, obviously, being Mental Health Awareness Month. And part of that is that we want people to look at why it's important to be aware of your mental health and how you can easily be aware of your mental health. And the easiest way is do a little research. What does mental health mean? What does it mean to me? How can I take care of my mental health? Or we do presentations all the time in the community as far as basic mental health to suicide awareness to behavioral management, all the kinds of things that make up your mental health. We do those kind of presentations in the community, so you could always have one of us come out if you have a business, an organization that is interested in, you know, focusing on that a little bit more, and we are really pushing that to get some of those lined up for May.
Do you ever speak at like neighborhood associations?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everywhere, anywhere and everywhere, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So I have talked to kids, middle school kids, elementary, and then teachers and staff and organizations and businesses. I just went and did a presentation last night for a activity center. They do the after school programming, summer programming. So I just went and talked to their staff last night. So yes, anywhere and everywhere. I will go and tell you what you need, and I can kind of very flexible so that what is it you want your people to know, and we'll make
Focus
that
on
presentation for them. So it doesn't have to be a canned kind of thing at all. So that is a great way to look at and kind of be like, oh, so for Mental Health Month, I could do that. Also, the color for Mental Health Month is green.
Okay.
And so we have a whole campaign at MHA, Be Seen in Green. And there are multiple ways that you can take part in that, individually or as an organization or as a group. Some of those are, you know, if you have a business, pick that your people are going to wear green on every Thursday. Or if at a school, you could do scavenger hunts. Those are always super fun. Kids love those. And a green themed one, you know, like find a blade of grass, all those things that are green kind of stuff. Also, last year I know some people brought in like green treats one day out of the month, green frosted cookies or celery. I don't know how much of a treat that is to everybody.
Well, if you put peanut butter on it, it's okay.
Or cream cheese. Yeah, so, but those kind of, something creative. And then if you can't think of anything, you can always reach out to us. We have a bunch of ideas on our website, as well as, you know, give me a call and I'll be like, hey, fun. Other things that we were doing for May include our Children's Mental Health Awareness Day, which we do every year. I think it's our 12th or 13th annual. I probably should have looked at that, but it's been around for a while. And that is on May 16th, and it'll be 11 to 1 at Sedgwick County Park.
Oh, okay.
Full of exciting, fun food. It's all free. It's just really a chance for the community to come together and focus on mental health, particularly children's mental health. We have games and activities and fire trucks and cartoon characters and snacks and food and all kinds of good stuff.
Well, when you address mental in a child, that opens up a lot of doors for that child that maybe that they can grow to be a very productive and successful adult.
Absolutely. That was one thing actually last night when I was doing that presentation. Those are staff members that are dealing with, you know, after school programs, summer programs with kids every single day. And I stressed to them how important it was that they realized that this is a huge opportunity for them to be able to create in those little ones the ability to focus on their mental health and know how important their mental health is. Part of that is emotional regulation. And we don't teach our kids that enough.
No.
And we don't teach adults that enough.
We witness that at restaurants when a kid has a meltdown.
Absolutely. And you see it all the time. You know, I go into schools a lot to help them with behavioral management kind of things. And it's because our kids really haven't learned. We did a lot of telling them, you have emotions. Feel your emotions. All emotions are good, which they are. And I want you to feel all of them. However, it's what you do with that that matters.
Yeah.
It cannot be an action-reaction kind of thing. We really need to focus on, okay, I'm having this emotion. Now,
What do I do with it?
I'm going to take a pause and decide the best thing, the best way to approach that, the best way to move forward with that, rather than, I want to punch that wall. That's probably not the most effective way to deal with your anger, right?
And it'll hurt your hand.
And it'll hurt your hand. So there's like all these things. And so, it's important, and that's why we really focus on kids with the Children's Mental Health Awareness Day, so that they have the best opportunity to learn and grow and be able to be as productive and as wonderful as they can be. And then also we have resources. We'll have resources that day, and there'll be resources not only for children but for the family and for adults as well. Because like we said, some adults aren't real emotionally regulated.
Yeah.
And we want all adults to be really good role models for the little ones in their lives.
That helps.
Because yes, that makes a huge difference.
Because when you think about it, most kids are going to mimic what they see. And if their parents are exhibiting some really inappropriate behavior patterns, that's what they're going to do.
Yes. And that is so true. It's that imprinting kind of thing where we have to be really cautious if we deal with kids. You are a role model.
Yeah.
Also in May, we are doing 7 Days of Embracing Hope, which I think this is our 6th annual that we've done that. And that's the week before. So it starts on May 10th to the 16th. And each day has a different theme. And to be a part of it, you do something for that theme for that day. Like the first day is always kindness. So you just show somebody an act of kindness. It's a way for you.
It's not hard to do, really.
No, it's not. It isn't at all. And it's a way that you can kind of focus on your own mental health, but also focus on the mental health of your community. Because it's so important that we realize the connections that we make, the things that we do. There's so much negativity in the world, and there's so much complaining, and people are all, we got this going on, this going on. This is, it's up to you to change it. And an easy way to do that is to look at how can I be better? You don't have to be better than anyone else. I always strive to be better than I was yesterday.
Yeah.
And then how can I and a lot of that has to do making connections. People would be so much more content if they had connections.
Yeah.
Loneliness is an epidemic.
Real connections, not just connections on your phone. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So there's the wrap up for what happened in May.
And we'll